What are some mindsets that could be blocking your authority mindset, right? So there are some old mindsets that we really need to get rid of first. That way you have, the real space to become the authority figure you were really meant to be, right? Number one is really fear of failure. This is probably the most common mindsets that can hold you back from success. When you're afraid of failure, you may avoid taking risks or anything new because you're worried about making mistakes or really just not succeeding, right? The fear of failure really prevents you from learning and growing, which can be detrimental to your success. I'm not talking about caution, by the way, jaywalking across the street. There's a real big difference between taking calculated risks and just taking no risks at all. Number two, imposter syndrome. Have you ever felt just unqualified for something, right? Like, let's say someone's invited you to be a podcast guest or speak on a stage or just get a news feature even. And something in you just starts telling you like you're not good enough, you're not worthy. Imposter syndrome leads to negative self-talk at the end of the day. You end up criticizing yourself way too much because you don't feel qualified. When you constantly criticize yourself or tell yourself you can't do something, it can be very difficult to achieve success. Negative self-talk, it can damage your self-esteem and make it hard to believe in yourself, which can hold you back, right, from achieving your full potential. Look, while on this journey with me, you're going to get a lot of opportunities. I'm going to challenge you to show your expertise and share your ideas on platforms you've never been on before. If you allow imposter syndrome to take over, you're only going to shy away from these opportunities and ultimately just continue to stay where you're at right now with your brand, right? As early as now, let's make a promise to each other that you're not going to allow that little voice in your head to constantly criticize your work. All right, number three is false humility. I've talked about this briefly in the past, but let me pound a few points a little bit more. False humility is far from true humility, by the way. Humble people don't have to put themselves down by watering down their success, right? People need to know about what you do, how you're successful, that you have a message, you have a solution or an idea that can really bring good in others, right? And by allowing false humility to weigh us down, we're not just doing ourselves a disservice, we're also doing a major disservice for those who we could potentially be really gaining inspiration or our help or our solution, value, and insight from your authority story, right? The fourth thing is going to be having a fixed mindset. A fixed mindset is the belief that your abilities and intelligence are fixed traits and cannot be improved upon. That is a complete lie. We all start from somewhere, and then eventually we get to where we are today, and then hopefully continue to improve. This mindset can prevent you from learning new skills, because you might think this is the best I'm ever going to be, and developing new traits and talents, which ultimately can hold you back from success, just like everything else. To build your authority, you need to challenge yourself. You need to do more in order to be more. That includes learning how to build your credibility, your impact, your authority. I call it CIA. It means getting on the right platforms and learning all you can about those platforms. Later on, I'm going to teach you the foundational practices to build an online presence, social media, websites, all that good stuff. And what I'm about to teach you is just the tip of the iceberg. We're also going to get on monthly coaching calls. They're going to teach you, more lessons and of course more work alongside with that. Unless you push yourself to grow and unless you push yourself to your limit, you just can't do it. Like, you're not going to be able to get further across this journey and build that authority brand if you continue to have kind of like that poor man's mindset, right? Let's get started on the steps necessary to build your brand, build your authority mindset. I want to make this extremely simple. To start off, this blueprint should help you consistently create an authority mindset. Step number one is master it. The first step to building an authority mindset is to master your chosen field or your industry, right? So you actually have to be good at something in order to be the number one industry leader in your field. This means investing time, money, effort into learning everything you possibly can in your industry, right? For me, I had to go out and understand what are the top publications, who are the top journalists at these publications, how can I relate to them, how can I message them, how can I pitch them, how can I get my clients in there, why is this impacting my client, how do I give more value back to my clients? How do I make sure that we're the best PR firm that they could possibly hire? This will establish credibility and of course earn the trust of others, your clients, prospects, which essentially, if you want to build a reputation, in your field, you got to do it, right? So step number 2 is mold it. The second step to building the authority mindset is to mold your expertise into a unique perspective or approach. Once you have mastered your mindset, continue to mold your mindset every single day. It's a practice. It's a long journey, right? There's probably going to be times where you're going to catch yourself. You're still operating out of the wrong mindsets that we just talked about earlier. And that's okay. Remind yourself that it's a process of becoming a better person, for you and for your clients as well. But it does take time. If you can improve by 1% every day, that's literally all it takes. Every year, you're going to be 365% better than you were today. In 1 year's time, that's about 3.5x growth. Imagine where you can be in a year from now if you got 1% better every single day. It would be ridiculous, right? So by constantly molding your mindset, you can establish yourself as an authority in your field and create a competitive edge. Number 3 is challenge it. The third step to building the authority mindset is challenge your own thinking and push yourself to continuously just improve, right? So later on, I'm going to teach you the mindsets that you must have in order to replace the fear, the imposter syndrome, and false humility and throw it away in the box, right? These new mindsets, they don't have a cap when it comes to how much of them you can have, or, can I not have imposter syndrome and not have fear at the same time? Of course. So always challenge yourself to move higher and just be better than you were today, right? 1% rule. You should start thinking the same way about other aspects of your life as well, right? Bring these mindsets into your relationships with, whether it's your religion, or it's your family, your spouse, what have you. Anyways, we're going to get into the nitty-gritty starting now. Here we go.